Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jake from today's iPhone.com. I should be studying for my Spanish final right now, and here's the big news this week. The iPhone 5 will not be coming in June or July, at least according to one AT&T employee. So this week, an AT&T customer noticed that their upgrade eligibility for the next iPhone got pushed back like 5 months. So this guy emailed AT&T to see what's up, and AT&T responded with the following message. Apple has informed us that they do not plan to release the iPhone in the June or July timeframe, though there will be a newer version in the future. Unfortunately, we have not been given a release time for the new phone. We will release this information on our website when it is available to us. So if anybody needed any more proof that the next iPhone was not coming in June or July, here it is. I mean, like I've said before, I can't say I'm very surprised just because Apple just released the white iPhone 4 and the Verizon iPhone 4 a couple months ago, so they want to keep these devices fresh on the market for a bit longer before they outdate them with the newer version. Now this kind of sucks for the people who stuck with the 3G or the 3GS in hopes of upgrading to iPhone 5 this summer. And anybody out there in this situation, how do you feel about them pushing back the iPhone 5 for a couple more months? Do you plan to wait it out for the iPhone 5 no matter how long it takes? Or are you going to move on to another device if it doesn't come out soon? Let me know in the comment section down below. My lighting is all weird because honestly, 30 seconds before I was about to film, 2 out of the 3 light bulbs in my big lamp right there just died. Okay, moving right along, iOS 4.3.3 came out this week, and it's a pretty minor upgrade. Basically all it does is some bug fixes, and fix that pesky little thing where Apple records your every move on your phone in an unencrypted data file. Now, lucky for the jailbreak community, the exploit being used to hack iOS 4.3.1 and 4.3.2 will work on this newest iteration of the iOS software, so all the tools to jailbreak and unlock iOS 4.3.3 have been updated, so jailbreakers and non-jailbreakers can all feel free to update their device. Okay, next, in accessory news, I want to tell you guys about this really cool case from Zag called the Zag Mate Case with Keyboard for the iPad. Now this is an aluminum case that really only covers the front of your iPad, so when it's on, your iPad basically looks like a little aluminum box with an Apple logo on it. However, this case does come with an optional Bluetooth keyboard and stand. What that means is you can stand your iPad up and use the keyboard basically like a laptop or a netbook. Now this seems like a pretty cool way to both protect your iPad and have a portable keyboard with you at all times. The official Today's iPhone rating for this device is a 3.5 out of 5. Our own Jennifer Dickert liked the case, but said that for the price, the build quality and fit and finish should have been higher. The price is kind of steep. It's $99 for the keyboard version and $49 without the keyboard. You can pick one of these up at zag.com. Alright, moving on. There's been a lot of controversy in the past regarding the whole 4G versus HSPA Plus thing. Some people say HSPA Plus should be considered 4G and some people think it should not. Well, this week AT&T is adding a whole nother level to this argument. Now they're releasing the Palm Veer 4G, which obviously they're marketing as a 4G device, and with that comes an extra data charge for the 4G network. The only thing is though, it's not really a 4G device at all. Now the speeds that this device is capable of getting is 14.4 megabytes per second, which isn't even HSPA Plus, which usually gets around 21 megabytes per second. So the fact that AT&T is marketing and charging for this device as though it can get 4G speeds is ridiculous, but it's caused a lot of worry in the tech community for another reason. Now, if you remember, the chip in the Verizon iPhone is capable of connecting to both GSM and CDMA networks, which lends people to believe that this chip will make an appearance in the next iPhone, whether it's on AT&T or Verizon. Now the thing that really has people worried though is the fact that this chip can reach speeds of up to 14.4 megabytes per second, same as the Palm Veer 4G. People are worried that when this chip does make an appearance in the next AT&T iPhone, they will market it as a 4G iPhone and charge for it as such. However, the speeds that this chip can reach are really far from 4G, and I think that if AT&T attempts to charge for and market a 4G iPhone that can only reach speeds of 14.4 megabytes per second, they're going to have a lot of unhappy customers and a lot of people switching over. Now personally, I would be pretty angry if I saw or paid for a 4G iPhone that isn't 4G, but I want to know how you guys feel about this. Would you ever buy a 4G phone that's not 4G and pay for it just because it's the next iPhone, or would you switch over to a different carrier or wait for the next iPhone that is really 4G, or what? Let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, there's a rumor going around this week that when iOS 5 is released, Verizon iPhones will be able to have over-the-air updates instead of having to always update through iTunes on your computer. Now this is one of the coolest and most enviable features of Android devices, and I'd love to see this come to iOS. Now this probably won't be for all updates, most likely just the minor ones like 4.3.2 or 4.3.1, but even still, those are probably the most annoying updates because you have to plug your phone into iTunes, download the update, sync your phone, and then there's really no new changes to be excited over. So being able to do that on the run over the air is definitely a plus. As of right now, it seems that this is limited to just Verizon iPhones. According to 9to5Mac, Verizon and Apple have been in talks about this for a while, but unfortunately there's no word on whether any other carriers like AT&T, for example, would be down for this or not. Now, a couple things that came to mind when I heard this story. One, as Cam points out, what would this mean for device backups, since when you plug your phone into iTunes it backs it up? He suggested that maybe you could do over-the-air updates through the cloud service that Apple's rumored to be announcing. Another thing that came to my mind was jailbreaking. You know, would an OTA update break your jailbreak or break your phone or not do anything? So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this plays out, but either way, I really hope we do see this on our iOS devices soon. Well, that's all the news for this week, guys. Muchos gracias por mirar. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to check out today'siphone.com for more news, views, and reviews. And if you want to connect with me a little bit more and talk about the stories I talked about today, iOS, iPhones, or pretty much anything, you can follow me on Twitter at TIPJ. Oh, and don't forget the links to all of these stories I talked about in this video, as well as a link to today'siphone.com, are in the description down below. See you next week.